Hey Fixers, and welcome to another video where we are going to learn about Tesla's most recent updates in AI. So Tesla is an AI company. Many people think Tesla is a car company, but actually I would say Tesla is one of the leader, if not the leader in AI. And we are going to learn in this video some of the most recent updates very quickly. So first of all, Tesla announced they have reduced the cost of their FSD full self-driving subscription to $99 per month. Which is half as expensive as before or even less, and it depends on the region where you are staying. And so in the Q1 earnings report, they mentioned that while many are pulling back on their investments, Tesla is investing in future growth, including the AI infrastructure. And we will see in the second slide that the AI training capacity has actually exploded. So you see this curve, it's an exponentially increasing curve. So the AI training capacity is massive, and with this training capacity you can see where this is going. AI is going to eat everything, and you can also see the cumulative miles driven, and the new version, the V12, is actually much better. And we can see here in this video, we can see how beautiful the FSD system actually works. So let's mute the video, and you can see here how it completely drives autonomously, and for an hour or so without intervention. The person driving is not actually using gas or brakes or anything. Even the car drives completely autonomously, even through city traffic. And this is only version 12.3.5. In the earnings call, Elon Musk actually mentioned that version 12.4 will be much more mind-blowing even than this version, and 12.5 is likely to be much better than a great human driver. And in my opinion, and also many experts in the space, if we see artificial intelligence actually outperform human drivers, then it would be irresponsible to go ahead and use human drivers if there are millions of deaths every single year just by a car accident. And you can see this is happening here. This is happening. Tesla AI training capacity is exploding. They are already outperforming many human drivers with kind of these new systems, but the end-to-end neural network approach they are using now, like photons in, driving commands out, is about to reach a tipping point where actually artificial intelligence drive better than humans. So if you are in the logistics sector, if you are a professional driver, you should hurry up, because likely we will see massive disruptions ahead. And one of the disruptions that will happen is the robotaxi network. Tesla, in their most recent earnings slides, they share their internal robotaxi app. It will be like Uber. If you have used Uber before, if you are in the US, you likely have. It will be similar to Uber, but with a very sleek user interface, sleek style, where you can just order some robo-taxis and they will come to your area. So it is very, very great user interface. You don't have to interact with humans. In today's world, nobody wants to interact with humans. So this will be great for usability. You can just call the robo-taxi. The robo-taxi comes and transports you where you want to go. It is likely to be even cheaper than a Uber. Why? Because you don't need to pay a driver, right? So it will be autonomously. You don't have to talk to anybody. You can just sit in the robotaxi, issue your location, and it will get you there. And if you think this is like a very future scenario, no, it is not. It's actually the future is already here. It is just unevenly distributed. In many parts of the world, this is already reality. You can see Baidu, for example, in Shanghai is already running and operating a robotaxi network. So this is already happening in some areas in the world, and it will just be scaled up. And Tesla's approach of using camera only system is actually the only company that is doing it with only with camera sensors. It's like our human eyes. You can see you can view our human eyes as two cameras that are not very flexible because you cannot look back without turning your head, obviously. So this approach by Tesla is superior from a hardware perspective compared to human drivers. It uses camera only, so you can integrate it in any street system out there. It can be scaled up. Again, let's look at this graph. It can be scaled up, and it is currently being scaled up to levels never seen before. And with this, it is only a matter of time until we see a running robotaxi network that is probably growing like by hundreds of percentage points per year. So we will see this happening. This will be happening, and I think this is a very exciting outlook from the Tesla earnings call maybe a couple of days ago, and I think it is noteworthy. I think this is a noteworthy piece of information. Why? So let's have a quick napkin math valuation of the robotaxi network. What will it be worth? So currently the Tesla stock is at, say, $160, $170. If you assume Tesla solves full self-driving, now what would this entail? So first, say each robotaxi can generate. So if you just buy a Tesla, right, with FSD, and then say you have a couple of hours per day, you let it run 10 trips only. So this 10 short trips with 10 miles each. So it can do this, say, in 2-3 hours per day. So if your Tesla can now work 2-3 hours per day in addition, so while you are working on your day job, maybe your Tesla is working 2-3 hours a day, making $100 per day, right? Revenue. It's 10 miles for $10 or so, 10 trips per day. I mean, you can play with the numbers. This is very, very conservative. It might be able to do 10 times of that, right? If you really want to maximize revenue. But let's be conservative, just having like a $100 per day revenue for your robotaxi, which would now on an annual run rate, this would be 36K revenue per robotaxi. And now for you as a robotaxi, like if a Tesla owner, so I own a Tesla, I will certainly do this, it would be just passive income, right? Let's say Tesla has a 20% take rate. Why 20%? This is also very conservative. It might be much higher, so many argue that it could be 50% or so for Tesla, but let's have a 20%. For example, Upwork or other platforms also usually use a 20-25% take rate platform revenue, so this is very realistic. It could be easily 30%, but let's just assume 20% and assume 50% net margin. The net margin usually is much higher, so Tesla will make more money than 50% of that 20% because they have less cost. It is software revenue, right? But let's just assume they will make a 50%, also being conservative. This would actually create a net income for Tesla of 3.6K per year, right? And a Tesla could easily run like 10 years or so, or even 15 years with these assumptions. And so if you think about this is actually, now we have software margins for a hardware product, which is a car. Usually cars, like car manufacturers, maybe they are lucky if they get a 3.6K net income per sold unit. But now Tesla is not only making profit per sold unit already, they are also making 3.6K at least, maybe even much more per sold car, right? Which means for them, if they have 10 million Teslas on the road, which is like already almost accomplished, I think we are like maybe in the 5 million range or so. With every year they increase the number of units delivered, so we will easily reach 10 million Teslas on the road. This would basically mean an addition of Tesla's net income numbers of $36 billion. And this is like a great net income number if you just use a 30x PE, which is also price earnings ratio. So you multiply this net income by 30 to get a valuation of the Tesla Tesla stock or Tesla company, you would get a $1 trillion valuation. And the current valuation, the point of recording this video, is 0.5 trillion. So under this conservative assumption, I mean, this will never get only a 30x PE, because this is an AI business that is growing rapidly. It changes the game. It changes the economic of the industry. This might be a 100x in PE, and they may have 20 million Teslas on the road, right? They could just scale it out. Maybe they may have a much larger profit per robotaxi because they have more revenue and more revenue per day. So they could have a higher platform revenue. So all these numbers are kind of sandbagged, right? They might be much higher, but let's just assume 30x PE, $1 trillion value plus $1 trillion valuation addition. And nothing needs to happen except they solving FSD and gradually scaling out their robotaxi network. It would already mean like currently going from a $168 per share to a $500 per share investment. And think about this, like even if this is not happening, then currently I think the $168 is actually already fairly valued, right? That's why I also own Tesla stocks, because I think it's a great opportunity. So only this robotaxi network, only FSD, I think is like an easy 3x on the stock, maybe much better even. And then of course we have other revenue opportunities for Tesla, like selling cars, like the Tesla Optimus bot, which is definitely also happening, will be happening next year. And we have energy and other business models for Tesla that are also like in addition to this $500 per share opportunity. So okay, I thought I'll share this. And like, this is the TLDR of this episode. Is Tesla is scaling up AI big. It is the largest AI application in the world, completely disrupting the logistics sector. Everything that will get delivered could easily be disrupted by the robotaxi idea. Okay, if you want to join our newsletter, then check it out. Just go to finxter.com, finxter.com, and subscribe to our free email newsletter. I have like at least weekly email where I keep you updated about recent tech disruptions, and like the motto is to help you be on the right side of change, like the ARC slogan. We have the same slogan, and we have 150k tech enthusiasts. Actually, I think it's 160,000 already joining our email newsletter, so it's a lot of value. I give my best to keep you posted, so check out the email newsletter. Also check out our prompt engineering courses at academy.finxter.com, and thanks to our Finxter Premium member, you are helping make this content possible. Okay, stay tuned for next video, subscribe to our channel, and see you soon. Bye.